Okay, back at it. Next day. It's a nice day out. Took the reliable car and put it outside, which isn't being reliable, by the way. Maybe we should do videos on Jags as well. Anyway, I got to get this thing in that stand over there. So the standoffs don't work, and I was only able to find on the interwebs one video where someone actually did this, and they did what I would have thought would have been a real Mickey Mouse job. But he had a very similar stand to me, and he used that hole, that one, maybe that one. And the idea, here's the crankshaft. The idea here is that the plate thing should line up, the hole in the plate thing should line up with the crankshaft. But in order to do this, you've got to take the clutch, well, you've got to take all this off. Because otherwise you can't get at these holes. The mounts don't get to the holes. But this is definitely did it on this side. So I'm going to start by taking all this off. You may need to take the flywheel off. I suspect you probably do. I'm going to check the book first. Well, there's the instruction manual. Not hugely helpful. It points to bolts, which are those Allen head bolts. And then 5. That's the needle bearing. I think, what's A? Flywheel. So I think it's take this off. That means that and that will come off. And then take those bolts there off, and then that will come off. Okay, as I was doing this, I've loosened all these bolts up, and I was kind of expecting this thing to get jiggly, which it hasn't really. And so I was wondering whether this is under some kind of pressure, and whether when I unbolt this, whether it's gonna go flying. I just watched a video of the guy doing this on a 1.8T, so I would assume the same clutch, but a smaller engine. But anyway, he didn't. He just took these off and pulled the thing off. So I'm thinking that this is just kind of stuck from years of being there. I'm gonna take a look and see. I've got the bolts attached, and they're really loose and nothing's happening. So I think maybe trying to pop this loose with a screwdriver, just to kind of loosen it up and make sure that it's not gonna do anything crazy, which I don't think it is, but I'm paranoid. Then that should solve my mystery, and then I can undo it, assuming it doesn't, assuming it becomes kind of jiggly. All right, big reveal. I got all those bolts out, and it's loose, and there it comes. So there's the clutch. I have no idea whether this is good wear or bad wear. But we're going to replace it anyway because it's original to the car. And I don't know about that pressure plate either. I assume that's okay. Flywheel, I think, looks fine. Nothing's stuck. So, no, it seems like it's got some crud on there. Anyway, flywheel got to come off too. Okay, I have a triple square for this, and I just tried to move that with the impact, and it didn't move. So I think we're going to try the outside one with a breaker bar, because I don't want to wreck any of these bolts. Okay, so that took some beating. These are 17 millimeter bolts, and they didn't want to come loose. And my trusty Harbor Freight impact wasn't really doing a great job of it. I finally just used this, what is this, 11/16 inch drive, and it busted them loose. Well, maybe the reason they were a little bit tricky is they got some Loctite on them, so remember to put Loctite on when you put them back. That should come off now. Ta-da! Came off. So now we get to see the rear main seal, which is that. A lot of oil around here, and I got a feeling it's that rear main seal that let go, because I see it's dry up here and a lot of wet down here. A lot of wet down here. Down here. So it wouldn't surprise me. The bell housing was full of oil. But anyway, on to my bigger issue, which is to wit specifically, I've somehow got to get a plate onto this.